The Tickle-Trouble Pixie's Mix-Up. In the dappled sunshine of the whispering woods, there lived a little pixie named Pippin. Pippin wasn't like other pixies who specialized in polishing dewdrops or painting butterfly wings. Pippin was a Tickle-Trouble Pixie, and his magic was the most joyful, giggly, wiggly magic of all. His job was to fly around and use his special tickle dust, a sparkly powder that smelled like popcorn and bubbly soda, to give little bursts of laughter to creatures who were feeling sad or grumpy. A sprinkle on a grumpy badger's nose could turn his growls into giggles. A tiny dusting on a sad squirrel's tail would make it twitch with happy wiggles. One morning, Pippin was in a hurry. The Sunbeam Brigade was having a practice session, and he didn't want to be late. He quickly reached for his pouch of golden tickle dust, but his wing bumped a nearby shelf. His pouch of tickle dust, and a very similar-looking pouch of his roommate's thistle thorn powder, used for pruning stubborn bramble bushes, tumbled off, spilling their contents all over the floor. "Oh, flibbertwiggits!" Pippin cried. He scooped all the sparkly powder into one pouch, gave it a shake, and zipped out the door, convinced it was his tickle dust. His first stop was Old Oak, where a baby bluebird named Sammy was having a very bad day. He'd tried to fly and had landed in a pile of itchy moss. "I'll never fly. Never, ever," Sammy chirped miserably. "Don't you worry," Pippin announced. "A little tickle dust will turn those frowns upside down." He sprinkled a generous pinch of the sparkly mixture onto Sammy's head, but instead of giggling, Sammy let out an angry squawk. He puffed up to twice his size, his feathers sticking out like irritable thistles. "Hey, who tickles a guy when he's down? That's rude." He chirped grumpily and started pecking grumpily at a nearby leaf. Pippin blinked. "That's not right." Next, he saw his friend, a slow-moving snail named Sienna, who was feeling glum because she was always last. "A little laughter will speed you up," Pippin said confidently. He sprinkled the dust on her shell. Zap! A tiny jolt of grumpy energy shot through Sienna. Her eyes widened. "Last? Not today!" she yelled, and shot off her path like a rocket, leaving a confused slime trail in the shape of a zigzag. Pippin's heart sank. This was a disaster. He flew to the pond where the elegant swans were gliding. Surely they needed some grace-filled giggles. He sprinkled the dust. The swans didn't giggle. They started to argue. "My neck is more elegant than yours." "Is not. Is too." They began bickering and splashing, causing a huge ruckus. The entire whispering woods was in an uproar. The badger was having a heated argument with a tree stump about property lines. The squirrels were having a tail-wagging contest that looked more like a fierce battle. The butterflies were flapping their wings in a huff. It was a mix-up of magnificent proportions. Pippin finally realized what he had done. He hadn't sprinkled tickle dust at all. He had sprinkled a messy mixture of tickle dust and thistlethorn powder, a recipe for prickly, grumpy, irritable trouble. He felt awful. His joy was supposed to fix things, not break them. He flew back home as fast as his wings could carry him, his own sparkle feeling very dim. He found the empty pouch of thistlethorn powder on the floor and knew he was right. But what could he do? He had used almost all of his mixed-up powder. Then he had an idea. It was a desperate idea, but it was all he had. If the mixed powder made everyone act the opposite of happy, then maybe, just maybe, the opposite of the mixed powder would fix it. He found his roommate's cauldron and poured in the very last bits of the mixed-up powder. Then he added the opposite of everything he could think of. The opposite of prickly is soft, so he added handfuls of fluffy dandelion fluff. The opposite of grumpy is sweet, so he squeezed in honey made by the happiest bees. The opposite of loud is quiet, so he whispered a secret joke into the mixture. For good measure, he added a handful of his own, genuine happy tears because he felt so sorry. He stirred it all together with a feather. The mixture swirled and glowed with a soft, calming lavender light. It smelled like fresh-baked cookies and lullabies. He flew back out into the chaotic woods. "I'm sorry," he cried out to everyone. "This will fix it. Promise." He fluttered over the woods and shook the new, calming dust over everyone like a gentle rain. The dust settled on the bickering swans. They stopped mid-squawk. They looked at each other, blinked, and then started to laugh. "Your neck is very elegant," one said. "Why, thank you, so is yours," said the other. The dust landed on Rocket Snail Sienna. She slowed down, let out a contented sigh, and decided being last was fine because she got to enjoy the view. The dust found the puffed-up, grumpy bluebird. Sammy deflated, giggled at how silly he looked all puffy, and decided to give flying another try. The woods fell into a peaceful, happy silence, even more cheerful than before. The mix-up was fixed. Pippin learned a very important lesson that day. Always, always label your magic pouches. And from then on, he kept his tickle dust in a bright yellow pouch with a smiley face, and the thistlethorn powder in a spiky green pouch with a warning sign. But sometimes, just sometimes, when the woods gets a little too quiet, the creatures remember the day of the great mix-up and they smile, and they wonder if, maybe, a little bit of controlled, happy trouble might be fun again someday.